Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joe here, bringing you episode 4 of Exploring Colorado. Now today I am in the Dodge Viper, the Forza Horizon edition one actually, and all I can say is it is an absolutely beautiful car. Now, I know why Forza have done it and put it as their main cover boy, because it is probably the best looking car, in my opinion, that's been made. It just looks beautiful with the fairy lights on at the front and just that face. It looks awesome. And then on the inside as well, if you watch the revometer in the middle, get it into the red, it lights up red. It's beautiful. Now, what we're going to do today, that is my brother there. Say hello, brother. We're going to go from here in Beaumont to right the way over here to Eagle Ridge. Now it is from one town to the other, and we're going along some nice beautiful roads as well, going past some nice rivers and some lakes and stuff, so it should be a nice drive. And on the way there I will talk to you about how the car performs, how the car feels when you're driving, and whether I think it's worth the buy or not. So without further ado, let's go. So the car accelerates nice and quickly. I haven't upgraded this car, but I don't know how I got it because I didn't buy it. But I think you get it if you buy the season ticket or something, but I'm not too sure. But tell you what, I'm glad Forza gave it to me, because this car is incredible. I mean, I'm driving now in 5th gear, 160 miles an hour, and it is just awesome. So for the speed and the acceleration of this car, I very much recommend you get it. Well, I don't know if you can buy it, but if you can, I recommend that you buy it because it is awesome. Another thing, it grips really well to the road. But if you wanted to slide around just like the Mazda MX-7 in the last, or RX-7 in the last video, it will. You can, if I slow it down here, I can get the tail, like the back of the car, to slide out properly. And it's like a proper drifting car. So it's like track to drift. It does what you want it to. It is an incredible car. Leave down in the comments if you've got this car, so I'm just so I know. We'll go and cockpit view for a bit for driving now, and if you watch the revometer you will see it changing the colour, going to red when it's telling me I need to change gear, which is a brilliant feature that they've done because it's a real life feature. And if you watched last episode with the Ferrari with the rev lights on the steering wheel, Forza have tried to make this as realistic as possible, which is awesome. This car as well has got the exhaust pipes coming out the side, which I find amazing. I don't know why, but it just looks a hell of a lot better than the exhaust pipes coming out the back. I'm not too sure, I just like it that way. And if you look on the back, you can see there the brake light on the Dodge Viper badge is actually lighting up as a brake light, which is a pretty awesome feature. Now let's talk about the road. As we're going along this road here, and it's nice going through the foothills of the mountains. As you can see, it's nice, and just the scenery. You've got like the big hill in the front there, and trees growing up the side. Speed camera coming up. Boom. 65 through there. It is just a beautiful place to drive through on this game, Colorado. They've just made it look amazing. As we're going along here, the road does change texture, believe it or not. You can actually feel it changing the grip on the car. And you can see the colour in the tarmac change, and actually you can feel more grip on the newer tarmac. On this tarmac it's kind of old, so it is kind of sliding the back end a little bit, but when we got into the black new tarmac, it's like proper grippy and it knows what it's doing. It's like it can keep in control. Surprisingly, we're almost at the end of the journey, but we'll wait for my brother to catch up. But yeah, this car is amazing to drive. It just links up all the corners perfectly, just like the Mazda. I think the normal version of this car, not the Horizon edition, is 110,000 credits. And if you've got 110,000 credits lying around, I very much recommend you buy it.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Let's go into photo mode and have a look at this car. Wait, where's photo mode? Oh, I can't do photo mode on online, but if we just rotate around the car, it is just an outstanding, good-looking car. I mean, look at it. It is beautiful. I think what we'll do now as well is we'll get into another car and test drive it. Might as well while we're here. Bentley Continental. This Bentley Continental is a luxury car. This one has been customized, so it's going to go a lot quicker. But if we turn off the radio, right, you can hear, if we go to my profile options,
to do so.
audio. Oh well, if you can hear the music in the background if you listen, right, and then we'll go in the car and you can't hear a thing. Now, this is the only car that I found that can actually do this, so it is very good for like, if you wanted to do a long cruise or something. Now this car also looks gorgeous. It's a nice British car, how all cars should be. And if you look there on the dash in the middle, you've got like an iPad, and it actually tells you what time it is, so I can say it's like 19, well the time's going rather quick because it's night. But the dash in this car is just amazing. I think what we'll do is we'll have a little journey. We'll just go from there to Redfoot Ranch speed camera. Let's go. And we'll talk about this car. Now this car, as you can see, is accelerating nice and quickly, but that is because I've had the upgrades on it. And you might be surprised, but this car handles worse than the Dodge Viper. I mean, the tail pokes out a lot on this car, and you have to be going rather slow to get around the corner. That might be a fact that it weighs 2 tons, and it's as long as, or almost as long as a London bus. But yeah, it doesn't handle as well as the Dodge, which you'd think, because this has got 4-wheel drive and the Dodge doesn't. So I think this is more expensive than the Dodge as well. I think this is like 180,000 credits instead of the 110, and it doesn't look as nice as the Dodge. There's one thing it is nicer though, and that's the cockpit. I do like the cockpit a lot more in this than I do in the Dodge. And the quietness of it. I'll put the radio on now. I do like the quietness of it in here compared to the Dodge, when you can hear everything, all the surrounding stuff. It's perfect for a nice cruiser. Like if you're just gonna go for a nice cruise around Colorado, then this would be a perfect car to do it in. So yeah, I recommend you get this if you want to go for cruising, but if you want to do everything all wrapped into one and have fun while you're doing it, get the Dodge Viper. So that about wraps it up for this episode of Exploring Colorado, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, rate and subscribe. I've been Joe. I'm out. Peace.